This island was the research facility for the original Jurassic Park.
Our journey begins during the final days of the dinosaurs, about 65 million years ago, during the Cretaceous period. A prologue to Jurassic World Dominion was shown in theaters before IMAX showings of F9. It was originally intended to be included in the film, but has since been cut. The short featured a clash of titans, with a Giganotosaurus coming into conflict with a Tyrannosaurus rex, leading to the latter's demise. As it laid dead, a seemingly innocuous mosquito landed on the T-Rex and sucked a bit of its blood before flying off. Let's fast forward to the Holocene epoch, specifically 1993. Entrepreneur John Hammond and his company InGen had discovered a way to clone long-extinct dinosaurs using DNA taken from fossilized mosquitoes.
Using sophisticated techniques, they extract the preserved blood from the mosquito and, bingo, dino DNA.
Hammond was attempting to open a destination on the island of Isla Nublar, near Costa Rica, where visitors would get to see real dinosaurs. These clones included Triceratops, Velociraptors, Dilophosaurus, and of course a T-Rex. After a worker was killed by a raptor, a group of experts including Alan Grant, Ellie Sattler, and Ian Malcolm were brought in to verify the safety of the park.
I don't think you're giving us our due credit. Our scientists have done things which nobody's ever done before.
Yeah, but your scientists were so preoccupied with whether or not they didn't stop to think if they should.
Hammond also invited his young grandchildren. Unfortunately, corporate espionage, breeding dinosaurs, and a storm led to disaster. A number of the clones escaped and killed multiple people.
Clever girl.
Any plans to open the park were abandoned. 4 years later, the events of The Lost World took place. Things were kicked into motion when a young tourist was injured after her family landed their yacht on Isla Sorna. This second island was where the dinosaurs on Isla Nublar were bred. InGen ousted Hammond as CEO after the incident, replacing him with his nephew Peter Ludlow. A discredited Ian Malcolm, who told the truth about Nublar, was recruited by Hammond to lead a scientific expedition to Isla Sorna.
Don't worry, Ian. I'm not making the same mistakes again.
No, you're making all new ones.
He agreed after learning that his girlfriend, Dr. Sarah Harding, was there. Malcolm's team, which included his daughter and Nick Van Owen, attempted to study the dinosaurs in their natural environment. Meanwhile, the rival InGen team sought to capture them for financial gain. After more calamity and death, the teams had no choice but to rely on each other to escape the island. But InGen stole a T-Rex and brought it back to San Diego, where it caused chaos and destruction. The animal is eventually subdued safely, exposing the truth, but not before Ludlow's death. In 2001, Jurassic Park 3 began with the young Eric Kirby parasailing with his mom's boyfriend Ben off of Isla Sorna, crash landing on the island. We later learned that Ben didn't survive. 2 months later, Alan Grant, doing his best to move forward, was recruited by a well-off couple to fly over Isla Sorna as a guide. Needing the funding they promised, he agreed and took his sidekick Billy on the journey. However, the duo eventually told Grant that they were actually Eric's divorced parents, Paul and Amanda Kirby. They were not rich and were leading a rescue mission for their son and Ben. It was too late to undo the damage by then, since their plane was destroyed by a Spinosaurus. Plus, the mercenaries and pilot who were with them were ultimately killed. The group was also chased across the island by the Spinosaurus and a pack of velociraptors, though Grant thankfully encountered Eric along the way.
The parents are here. They're looking for you.
Together.
Alan and the Kirbys made it to the coast. The Marines and the Navy, who were called by Ellie Sattler, were there to save them, just as they had already done for Billy.
Wow. You have to thank her now. She sent the Navy and Marines.
God bless you, Ellie.
Unbeknownst to those adventuring on Isla Sorna, there were things in motion on Isla Nublar. In the intervening decades, construction on a new theme park had begun. By 2015, when Jurassic World was set, it had been open for a while. Claire Deering, Jurassic World's operations manager, welcomed her nephews Zach and Gray to the park.
You're not coming with us?
Oh, I really wish that I could, but tomorrow I can take you into the control room, show you behind the scenes and all of that. That's gonna be cool, right?
All the while, she readied a new exhibit, the genetically modified Indominus Rex. Unsurprisingly, things quickly took a turn for the worse. The Indominus escaped while Zach and Gray were in the park, so Claire and Owen Grady, a raptor trainer with whom she shared a personal history, had to lead a rescue. Also in the mix was the militaristic Vic Hoskins, who wanted to use the dinosaurs' violence for personal gain. In the end, people died and Hoskins was eaten.
I'm on your side.
But before the park was closed, the Indominus was stopped by Owen's Raptor Blue and the T-Rex from the first film in a memorable finale. At the same time that the events of Jurassic World were taking place, the first season of Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous played out.
I can just get around the T-Rex. I beat the game and win
Trip to Jurassic World. I know, you've said it like 1,000 times.
A group of dino-obsessed teenagers' dream vacation quickly turned into a nightmare. After winning a contest, they received a chance to stay at Camp Cretaceous on Isla Nublar.
Welcome to Isla Nublar, campers. You are the chosen few, the first kids in the entire world to ever experience the awesomeness that is Camp Cretaceous.
With the escaped Indominus wreaking havoc, the teens had to make their way across an island in chaos and were ultimately stranded. The following seasons followed their attempts to escape and return to the outside world. After the kids got off the island, Owen and Claire were recruited for a rescue mission in 2018's Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom.
You're gonna get them out. You're gonna save them?
No, Miss Deering. I'm going to save us. We could both use a touch of redemption, couldn't we?
The reason was that a previously unmentioned volcano threatened to erupt and kill the dinosaur population of Isla Nublar, including Blue. However, Owen and Claire were betrayed by some of their team, who intended to sell the saved dinosaurs on the black market. The animals were transported to an estate where Hammond's old colleague Benjamin Lockwood and his granddaughter Maisie lived. The film then became a bit of a slasher flick, with an even further engineered Indominus named the Indoraptor chasing our heroes. Blue saved Claire, Maisie, and Owen, and it was revealed that Maisie was actually a clone of the woman she believed to be her mother, Lockwood's daughter. And with the dinosaurs trapped and about to die from poison gas, Maisie set her fellow clones free.
I had to. They're alive. Like me.
Battle at Big Rock was a short film that picked up a year after Fallen Kingdom, with the liberated dinosaurs in their new environment. Set in a fictitious national park in Northern California, a family was enjoying a pleasant day in nature.
Charred on the outside and juicy on the inside.
That's not a secret recipe.
You get back indoors, they got bears out here.
That pleasantness was quickly interrupted as they were approached by a young Nasutoceratops and its mother. Things intensified further when an Allosaurus attacked the baby dinosaur, leading to a clash with the mom. The Allosaurus eventually tried to eat the human family, who were only saved by a well-placed crossbow bolt. The short concluded with other encounters between dinosaurs and humans, indicating that a new age had truly dawned. This will all come to a head in Jurassic World Dominion, the grand conclusion to the franchise's second trilogy. Ian Malcolm, Ellie Sattler, and Alan Grant return, joining Owen, Claire, and, of course, the dinosaurs, in what is sure to be a grand spectacle.
I could use your expertise.
You coming or what?
baby raptor?
I made a promise we would bring her home.
You made a promise to a dinosaur.
Yeah.